How's it going, guys? TacTixHD here, bringing you Season 9 as well as Season 10 of my NHL 14 Expansion Team Gen Mode series. These are the last two seasons, guys. I figured I'd just add Season 10 in here as there's no off-season, so it's a pretty short season, so I figured I could add it on to the end of Season 9, getting close to NHL 15 here, so I want to make sure I, finish this series for you guys that are watching it. I just want to say, thank you to all you guys supporting this series. Obviously, Expansion Team Gen Mode, so, something unique, something different, so I'm glad you guys enjoy it. Going into this year, guys, you can see we have 5-star offense, 4.5-star defense, and 4.5-star goaltending. No moves to be made before the All-Star game, but as you guys can see at the All-Star game here, some really good players made it, and I think we had no offense, not offense made it, but Wilkstrand there, 84 overall defense made on the third pair D, as well as I think that was it for us, unfortunately. But what are you gonna do? Sometimes you only have one guy make it, and then right here, guys, you can see I'm making a big trading away Sod along with the first-round pick for Hunter Shinkaruk. Shinkaruk 6, so I thought that was a good deal, and Sod no longer any potential, so he was on the decline. As you guys can see, we finished 4th there in the regular season. Right here, guys, look at our goal leaders for this year. McDavid was actually our leader there with 64 points, so not going to point per game for McDavid. I was really expecting a little bit more from him, but sometimes guys just have down years. AHL team also dominated this year as always, finishing 126 points, placing them first in the AHL. Spencer Watson there had a really good year, 53 points. Some other players like Halbert there, 52 points in 76 games as a defenseman. That's pretty insane. So really good production, I think, from our whole in the AHL team. Really, unless the guys are hitting their prime, we're not going to be able to use them. Padan there, I don't think he's ever going to make the NHL team, unfortunately. He just doesn't seem to have the potential. So here, guys, in the first round of the playoffs, we're actually going against the Montreal Canadiens. Won that first game and then won the second one there 3-2. Or sorry, lost the second one there 3-2. So we're all tied up here 1-1. Going to the third game, end up losing that one 3-2. So down 2-1 here. Trying to come back in this one, so as you guys can see, this one was a close one. We actually won 2-1, tying up the series at 2 apiece. Right here, guys, you can see the AHL playoffs are also starting up, but because we're still in the NHL, we just kind of let the AHL one go until we finish with the NHL. So lost that game there, guys, making it a 3-2 series. So we have to win these last 2 games to continue to move on. As you guys can see, big clutch win there. Bergeron with the overtime goal there, giving us a 3-2 win and the 3-3 series tied. And then right here, guys, you can see in the third period, we actually ended up winning that one 2-1. So big win there, coming back in that one against the Canadiens. So in the second round of these playoffs, guys, we're actually going up against the Washington Capitals, and this is obviously going to be a really tough series, but on the first game there, you can see we just pulled out that win, getting the 1-0 win. AHL team there is playing the Albany Devils, so I think they should be able to beat Albany. I'm not exactly sure how good they are, but oh, never mind, maybe a couple losses there. I think the AHL team actually might be out for the first time in I don't know how long. You guys know we won the Calder Cup for the last 4 or 5 years in a row, but good news is our NHL team's dominating, 3 wins in a row against the Capitals. Potential sweep here, or sorry, 4 wins in a row, my bad. We did sweep the Capitals, so it was a huge second round win for us. Here you guys going to the third round of the series, you guys can see we're going up against the Buffalo Sabres. Big first game win there, winning 4-2. In the second game, we also get the shutout, winning 3-0. So we're looking really good here. Taves and McDavid just leading the way for us. In this third game here, we're going to win 3-1. So 1 win away here from the Stanley Cup Final. I'm pretty sure this is the first time we'll be reaching the Stanley Cup Final as the expansion team. And as you guys can see, we actually complete the sweep there on the Buffalo Sabres, winning 4-0. So this is the first time we're in the Stanley Cup Final, guys, with this expansion team. Unfortunately, as you can see, already down 2-0 against the Phoenix Coyotes. Right here, our first away game, they beat us 5-1, so down 3-0. Pretty much need a miracle to come back in this one. And as you guys can see, we actually come back, win this fourth game there, 2-1. So we got a bit of a ball rolling here. And in the fifth game here, guys, you can actually see we just squeaked by with a 1-0 win. So it's now 3-2. A little bit of life here in this sixth game here, guys. You can see we get another win just by 1 goal, making it 2-1. So seventh game, Stanley Cup Final, guys. Anything can happen. Right here, it's 2-1 for Phoenix. Beginning of the third period, you guys can see Matto puts another one in there, making it 3-1. So with about 10 minutes left, I decided to jump in here. Try to tie this game up, try to force it to overtime. Unfortunately, though, just the 10 minutes wasn't enough with the accelerated clock. That works out to about probably 2 minutes, and I couldn't get it done, unfortunately. So made it to the Stanley Cup Final, down 3-0, came back all the way to a 7th game. Unfortunately, just couldn't get it done in that 7th game. But I think, I'm really proud of our team. If you guys remember, we started out all free agents, no prospects, Snow trade away our first round pick. We had to, get that 9th round pick. Should have had Sam Reinhart. We got Draisaitl, but I think still a really, really good year for us. Right here, guys, look at all of the free agent signers that retired. Some big names there. You got Bozak. Actually, I don't really think that was it. Bozak. You got Erickson there on the left wing. You got Callahan right here. Sorry, on the right wing. On the left wing, you got Parise. You got Penner. On defense, Giordano is a pretty big name. Ian White, Mark Frazier, Trevor Daley, Matthew Carl, Tobias Allenstrom. So, Roman Polak. A lot of just mainstream NHLers starting to retire. That's how deep we're getting into this draft. And as you guys can see, we actually had 2 first-round picks in this draft. I don't really know why. I think we probably just traded away some guys to make cap room. But I mean, these guys are never going to be used for us. They're just going to be trade bait. Hinula, this guy looks sick. Power forward, 6'5" from Sweden. 3.5-star potential. I think like he could be actually a really good player. But like I said, we only have 1 year left, so we're definitely just going to have to either move him if we can, or if not, he's just gonna sit in the AHL. He's definitely not making the NHL next year. A solid pick here, I think, in the third with Sven Olsen, 2.5-star green potential, defensive D-man, definitely, or sorry, the second. Definitely could, hopefully package him in some sort of deal. And then the third round here, guys, just looking for whatever we can get for the best potential. I think I'm going to go with Richie there. 6'3" sniper, 3-star or 2-star potential, maybe a bit more. So as you guys can see, we actually have a lot of players re-sign here. Not actually going to be able to re-sign everybody. We have 22 million in cap space. We have to re-sign both McDavid and Bergeron. So, I mean, that's going to take probably 75% of that cap alone. Bergeron wants 6.5. McDavid wants like 10. So 16 out of 22 million. That leaves us with 6 million to sign. Our fourth line center, a couple wingers, a couple D-men, plus depth players. It's going to be tough. Wilkes in there with 5 million. That leaves us with 1 million pucks. So we're really stressed for pucks. 1 million pucks. That leaves us with 1 million in cap room. So we had to trade Cody Franzen there for a second round pick, just again to try to clear up some cap space. Wasn't able to sign anyone in UFA simply because we didn't have the room. But I think going to this year, we still have a really solid team. You guys can see all throughout. Don't really like the 79 there on D, but it could be worse. Got 85, 84 in net. As you guys can see, I don't even know how to say his name. Serbikov, the Russian goaltender there, got a huge boost now, 84. So I was actually able to let go of Patterson, saved a good amount of money there. And I think we have Serbikov signed for another 2 years, so we don't have to worry about his cap. Right here, guys, the awards from the last year. Obviously, we got the Prince of Wales Trophy. Unfortunately, we fell 1 period short of that Stanley Cup. But we looked really good, I thought, and maybe we have a shot at this cup in the next year. As you guys can see, the first time in like 4 or 5 years, our AHL team did not win the Calder Cup, so that was a bit disappointing. But of course, we won a bunch of other awards. We won like President's Trophy version. We won like the division. I think we had a scoring leader, we had a goalie award, we had a lot of awards in the AHL, which is just kind of something to be expected, so I really don't think much of it. So as you guys can see, going to the 10th and final season, 5-star offense, 4.5-star defense, 4.5-star goaltending, making a splash here, guys, at the beginning of the year, making a huge trade, trading away John Gibson, prospect center, a first, a second, and a third for Ben Bishop. Bishop's 2 overall higher, and he's considered an elite goaltender opposed to starting, so I think that gives us a bit of a boost in the simulation. Plus, he's huge, so I mean, those picks didn't matter, the prospect didn't matter. We had to take a couple more million in cap space, which is probably going to, hurt us a bit, but hopefully with the prospects we have, hopefully they play well enough, we can, get around it. As you guys can see, Bishop there, as well as Taves made the All-Star game for us this year. Here, guys, getting a pretty good waiver pickup. Tumu Kallio, 79 overall. He should be able to help us if we need to call up anybody. And then we're here, guys, trading away a second round pick for Jordan Subban. Again, just looking for some defensive depth. You guys seen, we didn't have the best depth. And unfortunately, guys, we made a trade and we had to our assistant coach it. And as you can see, our assistant coach put Josh Hosang on waivers because we were over the cap. So I was pretty pissed about that. I'm a big Spitz fan. Hosang was a good third or fourth line winger for us, and we lost him for nothing. But we still have a good team. As you guys can see at the end of this year, Taves with 83 points, 82 games, so averaging more than a point per game. McDavid and Shinkuruk there, 69 and 68 points. They actually put Shinkuruk on the first line, so he's been playing amazing, just really getting a lot of production from both Taves and Ben, and really good, I think, production throughout the rest of the lineup. Second line guys get the production they need. Same with the third, same with the fourth. AHL team guys, again, winning the President's Trophy there. 76 games played, 118 points. Spencer Watson again with a huge year, 72 points in 76 games. Brendan Lemieux there, I think we got him off waivers. I think I might have forgot to include it. 63 points, not too bad. Josh Moresi just killing it. 61 points, 76 games. So I think we actually end up calling him up to the NHL team at the end there. And he's a really good defenseman, offensive defenseman, 80 overall, 4-star goal potential. Should be able to help us out here in these playoffs. So as you guys can see, going up against the New York Rangers here in the first round. Big first game win. I forgot to sim period by period. The second game there where we lost 3-0. So tied up 1 apiece here, but luckily we get there in the third game. You guys can see we get the big 2-1 win. So these leads are really important, I think. They tend to favor you if you get that early lead. And as you guys can see, get another win there, giving us a 3-1 lead. So only 1 game away here from advancing the semifinals of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Unfortunately, New York Rangers there get another win. So 2 games left here to try to end this one out with a 3-2 lead. And right there, guys, you can see we got the 3-1 win there in the 6th game to end it. So pretty good series there against the Rangers. And as you guys can see, the one big thing is we have no injuries. Our staff upgrades, I think, is full for medical. That's a huge help. Right here in the first game, guys, you can see we beat Columbus 3-1. So this is going pretty good so far. This second game here, we actually tied up 3-3, went to overtime, and they just got the win there 4-3. So that's a bit of a close game for us. I really wish we could get back. And as you guys can see in the third game there, we lose 4-1. So this is not looking good for us against Columbus. On the fourth game here, guys, you can see they actually win again in overtime. This is double overtime, 3-2. So we're down 3-1 now after that first game win. And right here, though, we're luckily able to pull it back with the 3-1 win there, forcing a game 6, down 3-2 here, trying to force game 7. As you guys can see, get it done in overtime there. So again, trying to play comeback kids here. 7th game, 3-3, going into overtime. This is pretty stressful for me. You guys can see I'm just simming it really slow there. And as you can see, in double overtime, the Columbus Blue Jackets did score a goal, and they beat us, eliminating our playoff hopes, eliminating our Stanley Cup hopes. So that was a bit of a heartbreaker, not gonna lie. Our AHL team, though, is still alive here, going up against the Phantoms. This is, of course, Philadelphia's farm team. So looking to try to avenge our NHL team is our AHL team. And as you guys can see, we're actually moving on here against the Abbotsford Heat. So I think our AHL team's in the conference hall right now against the Abbotsford Heat. I may be wrong about that. I'm not sure which conference every single AHL team is in. So if I'm wrong on that, correct me. And we actually ended up losing to Abbotsford there, and I believe the conference finals. So that one was a bit tough. But anyway, guys, as you can see, that ends the NHL 14 GM Mode Expansion Team Series. For those of you guys that enjoyed this series, I really want to thank you. A lot of fun making it, trying to do something original. As you guys can see, it says, your 10-year career is over. Unfortunately, you never won the Stanley Cup, even though I think we won like 5 or 6 Calder's, and we made it to a Stanley Cup Finals. So with the team we started with, guys, like I said, all free agents, bad prospects, not a first-round pick in our worst year. It was on hard trade difficulty. We made it as tough as we could. I think, we didn't do too bad. It actually says we finished, our GM status, we finished 8th, so that's not too bad, like 8th GM in the league. 198 GM tasks, and it just says, you did it on hard, etc., etc. So I think pretty good all in all, guys. If you guys enjoyed this series, you want to leave it a like, make sure you do that. Also, guys, there is a playlist in the description if you missed an episode, you want to go check it out. I actually uploaded the last 2 episodes, season 7 and season 8 within the last couple of days, so if you missed them, you can check those out. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Goodbye. You're gone and I